Hillary Clinton's execution. It sounds like you were there at the military tribunal. Were you there?
No.
Okay. What's your source of information that Hillary was executed as you described here on video to your followers?
First and foremost, a journalist can't disclose his sources by law, so I'm not going to burn a source. I believe your client has actually invoked that privilege as well, if I'm not mistaken. I'm an investigative journalist, and I am protected by the First Amendment to not reveal my source, number one. Number two, this exact story is widely reported across many different outlets across the world.
Where did you get it from?
I just told you.
From who? Can you name a source? Any source?
I'm not going to name my sources. Absolutely not.
You said it was.
Don't put me out of business.
It was widely reported where?
Across many different media outlets across the world.
Can you name some of them?
No, I can't. I don't have the list here in my head. I didn't know you were going to ask me, but you're free to research it yourself.
Well, your source for Hillary Clinton's execution. First of all, did that person ask for confidentiality?
Objection.
They don't have to ask for confidentiality to be a source of a journalist. That's not how it works.
Okay.
And yes, they did.
Okay. Did you have just one source for this information or multiple sources?
I don't know if I had one source for this particular piece of information. I have multiple sources that give me information that are very close to the actual events that I talk about occurring.
Okay. Can you tell me who authorized the execution of Hillary Clinton?
Donald Trump.
Okay.
I'm sorry. The military tribunal authorized the execution.
But Donald Trump was there.
Donald Trump was president of the United States, ordered the arrest via the military, and then presided over the execution.
Okay. Did the Secretary of Defense approve the execution?
I have no idea.
Yeah, where did the execution take place?
Guantanamo Bay.
And we've seen Hillary since the end of 2018, haven't we, on television, or is that a body double?
You see what you think is Hillary on television, but that's not Hillary.
Okay. It's your belief that's a body double?
It is a body double.
Okay. How do you know that?
Because Hillary was executed on December 31st of 2018.
Okay. But you weren't a first-hand witness to the execution, is that correct?
Correct. Asked and answered.
Okay. What other high-level public officials were executed by military tribunals?
Joe Biden.
He was, I think you broadcast that he was executed for crimes against humanity in 2019?
Yes.
And the Joe Biden that was elected president in November of 2020 is really a body double? You broadcast that, right?
Yes. A body double and or cloning technology is amazing today. Most people don't know about it, but could also be a clone, but I don't think so because it looks nothing like the actual Joe Biden anyway. All
right. So Mark Esper, he was the Secretary of Defense. Does he know about these executions?
Mark Esper turned out to be a cabal deep state plant, and Mark Esper is a traitor, in my opinion.
Okay. Should be executed?
No, I didn't say that.
I thought you said earlier traitors should be executed.
He wasn't put through trial, and he wasn't indicted, as far as I'm aware, unless it's still sealed for anything. If he does get found guilty of a crime of treason, sedition, or crimes against humanity, those particular offenses call for the death penalty, which I support in those cases.
Was Anthony Fauci executed?
I have conflicting information on that.
Okay. Have you reported that he will be arrested and tried by a military tribunal?
Yes.
And if found guilty, he'll then be executed?
I'm not the one that controls that, but if he's found guilty of a crime of treason, sedition, or crimes against humanity, those particular crimes, if found guilty, carry the sentence of a death penalty.
Did you report on social media that Governor of California, Gavin Newsom, was arrested and executed?
I believe I reported that Gavin Newsom killed himself.
Okay. And who's standing in for Gavin Newsom now? Body double?
Or a clone.
Or a clone? Did you report on social media that the COVID vaccines were developed by Big Pharma to control the minds and actions of humans by way of the 5G networks operated by the phone companies?
I believe that I had discussed that particular topic on my live streams. I don't, in the way that you're phrasing it, did I report on it? In my mind, you're making it seem like I gave that information, but I believe I was corroborating with other truther or citizen journalists, whatever you call us, on that particular set of intel. But
did you report that the COVID vaccine is about the cabal controlling the minds and actions of humans?
I most likely have said those words, yes.
Did you report on social media that there's really a second secret constitution of the United States?
Yes.
And did you report that the Supreme Court of the United States has already rendered a decision overturning the 2020 election?
Yes.
And they just haven't gone public with it yet?
Correct.
Okay. Have you reported on social media that Donald Trump is still the president of the United States, even though Biden or his body double was inaugurated?
Yes.
Did you report on social media that John McCain was one of the first ones put to death by a military tribunal?
Yes.
And you believe that to be true?
Yes.
Did you report on social media that former Governor Andrew Cuomo is a pedophile who raped and killed and tortured children?
Yes.
Did you report on social media that there was no shooting at the concert goers at Mandalay Bay in Las Vegas?
Yes.
Did you report on social media that Donald Trump has control over all banks worldwide?
I don't recall that.
Did you report on social media that Trump sat down with Saudi Arabia in 2017 once he came into office and got control over Saudi Arabia, then Israel, and then the Vatican?
The way that you just said it, no. I did report on Trump's, quote, world tour in 2017. The way that you just said it is inaccurate, but yes.
Give me the accurate version then.
Donald Trump, immediately upon taking office, met with, and this is documented if you go back and look at his itinerary, met with several countries. Saudi Arabia being the first, Israel being second, the Vatican, the royal family, China, Brazil, and several other countries throughout the world.
And what did he do? He said, I've got the goods on you. I know you're cabal, you're child trafficking. What did he tell them?
Not necessarily that way, but he had evidence of certain individuals, certain proponents of government that were within government that were doing crimes against humanity. They were committing crimes against humanity. And Trump, and not just Trump, but Trump and his administration, Pompeo, and several military generals who always accompanied Trump, showed them the bad eggs of their own government and asked for capitulation with their governments to help bring down this worldwide ring of terror, so to speak.
The cabal.
The cabal.
Okay. What is the cabal? What's your definition?
The cabal is a global group of elites, such as high-ranking government officials, high-ranking CEOs and presidents of companies, central bankers worldwide, and other financially well-off billionaires that control the world without any of its citizens knowing.
And you said on social media many times Tom Hanks was a pedophile.
Yes.
And is Tom Hanks deceased now?
Yes.
He was executed?
Yes.
And was it a military tribunal that executed him too?
I believe so.
Okay. How many people have been executed by way of the military tribunal? Is it hundreds of people or thousands?
I have no idea.
Okay. Did you report on social media that the District of Columbia has been under martial law for several months and the Patriots blew up the tunnels underneath the District of Columbia, which were used for child trafficking?
Yes.
And you believe that to be true, right?
Absolutely.
And who's your source for that information?
Asked and answered. I don't give up my sources for journalism.
Have all of your sources asked for anonymity, confidentiality?
I believe that they have, and if not, they're not required to under law.
Okay. Did you report on an episode called Frazzle Drip?
Yes.
And is Frazzle Drip something about cutting off the faces of children under a pizza parlor, or what is it? Can you tell me what Frazzle Drip is, Phil?
Yeah. Frazzle Drip is a video that was on Anthony Weiner's laptop in a folder on his desktop titled Insurance. And the laptop in question was taken during an investigation into Anthony Weiner. And the video in question, Frazzle Drip, was in that folder. And the video depicts a woman who is the same height, build, haircut, facial features, and attire as Hillary Clinton. And there is a second woman who fits the same description to Huma Aberdeen, which was Anthony Weiner's wife. And in the video, which looks like the basement of Comet Pizza in Washington, D.C., it shows both of the females in the video laying different children on top of ping pong tables, which are in the basement, molesting those children, frightening those children with weapons, and then drinking something, which would line up with the theory that it is the blood of those children for purposes of extracting adrenochrome. Thus, the main reason that Hillary Clinton was executed.
So Hillary Clinton and her chief of staff tortured and mutilated children to drink adrenochrome?
Yes.
Okay. And President Clinton's chief of staff, John Podesta, you've reported that he's a pedophile who tortured children and burned them. Is that correct?
Burn them?
Yeah, burn them.
There's a particular video of John Podesta. Well, it's an audio, more than a video, that John Podesta is screaming at a child to say his name, and the child is in a shower. We know that not because of the video, but because of the audio. Mr. Podesta says, "Get back in the shower," and the child says, "It's hot. I'm burning." And in that same video, Mr. Podesta feels the need to scream at the child and make the child say his name. So the child says, "John." And then Mr. Podesta says, not that name, the other name. He gave himself a fictional name while he tortures children. So the video that you're asking about burning was referring to scalding with water, not burning with fire. But yes, John Podesta is one of the worst individuals that have ever walked on this planet.
Did you do a video also that George H.W. Bush and George W. Bush have both tortured children and eaten their brains? You did not report on that?
I remember you asking me that question in a interrogatory, and I don't remember saying anybody ate brains.
Okay,
there would be no reason for anyone to eat brains if they're trying to extract adrenochrome. That doesn't even sound like something I would say, so I would say no.
How about tortured children?
Yes, I believe that the Bush family, as well as many connected to the Bush family, were completely complacent with the child sex trafficking ring globally.
Okay.
And if they didn't do it themselves, they were complicit in financing, allowing, or overseeing the operation for other individuals to do it, which in my opinion is maybe even worse.
Were either of the Bushes executed?
The first one, the eldest.
He was executed? You have to say yes.
Yes,
And again, you're not going to reveal your sources for any of these statements?
absolutely not.
And you've broadcast these statements to millions of people, is that correct?
I'm not exactly sure of the number, but I do have millions of subscribers, yes.
Okay. And did you report to your subscribers that President John F. Kennedy was assassinated because he was aware of the global cabal?
He was attempted. There was an attempt on his life, an attempted assassination, but yes.
Okay.
In fact, President John F. Kennedy commented on it publicly.
Okay. Was he killed by the cabal on November 22nd, 1963?
No, I don't believe he died then.
Oh, he was still alive?
I believe so.
Okay. He would be over 100 years old now. When did he die?
He died in January of 2021 or 22. Recently. And yes, he was about 100 years old.
Okay. Did you report on your social media channels that the price of silver, in your opinion, will go to $50,000 per ounce and maybe as high as $100,000 per ounce?
I don't know the exact words I used for that particular report, but again, without seeing the clip or a portion of the clip, I don't know exactly what report I was referring to or who I was quoting. I think it's possible that I said those words, but I don't know if I was quoting someone.
Can you turn to page ST 3509?